Hey guys, JP the Orange Lantern here, and well, I probably look like crap, but I'm just gonna say that the past couple days have been very rough for me as a pro wrestling fan. Um, Terry Funk dying was not fun, even if he had lived a full life. After all, one of his names in the ring was middle aged and crazy, after all. So, it's 79, not terrible, but losing Bray Wyatt, um, as I'm sure you can see here with my shirt, I got that from a box that WWE did exclusively for the one of the characters from one of his gimmicks, the Firefly Funhouse. But yeah, Bray Wyatt passed away at 36 on Thursday, and words cannot describe how much he meant to me, and it's kind of hard to put it in a way of why he meant what he meant to me. I think he's for starters, he's probably my second favorite wrestler, maybe my third favorite wrestler. I mean, The Undertaker's my favorite of all time, so maybe that's why I gravitated towards Bray. But I've also loved characters and gimmicks and storylines a lot more than I've loved like just straight raw hitting athletes, because I guess maybe the best way to put it is that anybody can be an athlete if they put enough time and effort into like the physical training. But it takes a lot of practice. It takes just as much practice, if not more practice and skill, to combine that with a personality, or to have a great big over the top flamboyant personality, or to speak eloquently, or to put words together in ways that people will hang off of, or just have that personality or that spark that draws people in, or either that, or just have it come across the screen, or the page or whatever, with your words or your actions or your characters. And I know that some people argue that all wrestlers have a lot of their stuff written for them. That's technically true, but Bray Wyatt is one of those examples where he had a lot of input on his creative. He had a lot of input on his character, and I mean, yeah, a lot of other wrestlers have that too, more than we as fans get to kind of see. But Bray was special in that regard, and watching that tribute on SmackDown last night, that finally broke the tear levy in me, even more so than hearing of his passing. Like, WWE did a great job producing that, and the producing the scene with the 10 bell salute, and it was great to see Eric Rowan and Braun Strowman, one of whom doesn't even work for the company anymore, and the other who's out with an injury, out on stage front and center, and with the rocking chair and the video package. And to hear everybody else tell all these amazing stories about how awesome person Bray Wyatt was outside of the ring, on top of his creativity and his creative spark and imagination, you just can't replicate that. It's a shame that for whatever reason Vince McMahon had a love-hate relationship with him, would maybe not necessarily pull the trigger on his booking, or on booking him as the biggest face of the company that he could have been. But none of that really matters, because the fact of the matter is a man is gone far too soon at 36. He leaves behind not only a great creative legacy, but he also leaves behind family, friends, and 4 kids. I'm really surprised that I avoided crying during this because I thought that I was going to cry. But I think Bray Wyatt, to me, the reason why I loved him, why he matters, why I will always love him, is he represented what I really loved about pro wrestling. The creativeness, the personalities, the gimmicks, the promos. I can watch matches and get invested, but in addition to it wasn't just the promos. It was the stories that he told with the promos and what he built around those promos that led to matches. That's what I love about pro wrestling. Because if I want to watch guys punch and kick each other, I'll just watch MMA. And I don't really care for MMA. I love pro wrestling. I love pro wrestling because it is the combination of the physicality of combat sports with the pageantry and drama of a soap opera. It can't be replicated. It can't be duplicated. And Bray Wyatt was the master. He had the whole world in his hands, like he said in the promo, like he said so many times in promos. But what he really meant when he said that, he meant he had every single audience member's attention, and he had their attention, and he had their emotions to go along for the ride. Even if, you were like me and you were a super fan of his and you didn't care for the way some of his booking or ultimate way some of his directions and with his creative went or his matches, the fact that he lost a lot more than he really ever should have, then doesn't really matter because that's his true legacy. Thank you, Bray. I always let you in. And I'm going to close this vlog here with a note. Hug your loved ones. Hug your family. Hug your friends. Tell them how much they mean to you. Tell them something that you will never, ever forget them for. Because if they were gone tomorrow and you never got to say that, would you ever forgive yourself? It's worth doing. Take care of yourself, guys, and after this weekend, probably going to come at you with a game stream. So, until next time, peace.